Hey there, my friend. Let me ask you something. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you gathered the courage to express your feelings to someone, only for them to say, "I'm not interested," but then their actions told a different story? It's like they turned you down but never really let you go either. Let me share a story. A buddy of mine, we'll call him Alex, was in a similar predicament. He had feelings for a girl he had been spending time with. After weeks of late-night conversations and endless texting, he finally opened up about how he felt. She told him she didn't feel the same way. Yet, she continued to reach out, sending him funny memes, complimenting his outfits, and even dropping hints about how lucky his future girlfriend would be. Alex was left utterly confused. What did she really want? If you've ever been in Alex's shoes, you know how exhausting this kind of situation can be. It feels like being trapped in quicksand. Every move pulling you deeper into uncertainty. But you don't have to stay stuck in this emotional roller coaster. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to deal with someone who rejects you yet still acts interested. By the end of this, you'll know how to reclaim your power, protect your self-respect, and maybe even shift the situation to your advantage. Let's get started. Point 1. Recognize the game. Mixed signals aren't always intentional. The first step in handling this is understanding what's really happening. When someone sends mixed signals, they're not necessarily trying to be manipulative. Sometimes, they simply don't know what they want. Maybe they enjoy your attention but don't see you romantically. Or perhaps they're unsure of their feelings and don't want to lose the connection entirely. This is nothing new. Even in medieval times, courtship involved subtle signaling. Knights would send secret messages through poetry or coded gestures, testing the waters before making a full commitment. The same thing happens today. Mixed signals serve as a way of keeping a door open without actually stepping through it. Whether intentional or not, these signals keep you stuck. The longer you remain in this limbo, the harder it becomes to gain clarity or move forward. Recognizing that you're being drawn into this game is the first step to breaking free from it. Imagine you're in a store and the shopkeeper keeps showing you different items, saying, "This might be for you, but maybe not." How long would you stay? At some point, you'd walk away because you deserve clarity, not confusion. Point 2. Create space for clarity. When faced with mixed signals, the most powerful thing you can do is step back. Disappearing isn't about playing games or ghosting. It's about creating the space necessary for both of you to gain clarity. This works because of a psychological concept known as the scarcity effect. People value what they might lose. Consider this. In the 18th century, explorers like Captain Cook observed that rare and exotic items were highly prized by the cultures they visited. The rarer something is, the more valuable it appears. The same principle applies to relationships. When you remove yourself from someone's life, they are forced to confront your absence and assess what you meant to them. For Alex, this meant pulling back completely. No more replying to her late-night messages, no more good morning memes, and no more waiting around for her to decide how she felt. At first, she didn't seem to notice, but within 2 weeks, she was reaching out more often, asking if he was okay, and even inviting him to hang out. By creating space, Alex shifted the dynamic, allowing her to see what life was like without him constantly being there. Point 3. How to disappear strategically. Let's be clear. Disappearing doesn't mean cutting someone off without warning. It's not about ghosting, being petty, or playing mind games. It's about taking intentional steps to preserve your dignity while giving the other person space to reflect on your value. Step 1. Limit interactions. If you see them often, whether at work, school, or in your social circle, don't go out of your way to avoid them entirely. Instead, keep interactions short and polite. You're not trying to make them feel bad. You're simply stepping back from their attention. Think of it like performing music. If the audience isn't paying attention, you wouldn't keep playing for them. Keep things neutral, professional, and avoid oversharing. For example, instead of diving into a detailed story about your weekend, simply say, "It was good, thanks." Step 2. Pause unnecessary communication, texts, calls, and social media engagement. These small actions maintain a connection without you realizing it. If you're always replying instantly or engaging in every chat they initiate, you're keeping yourself tied to their whims. Instead, stop responding to unimportant messages. If they text you something random, like a meme or a vague question, resist the urge to engage. Step 3. Decline invitations gracefully. When they invite you out, don't jump at the chance. Instead, respond with a simple, "I'm busy," or "maybe next time." You don't need to provide an elaborate explanation. By not always being available, you communicate that your life doesn't revolve around them, and that is attractive. Think of it like pruning a plant. You're not cutting everything off, just trimming the excess to allow the relationship to grow healthier or reveal its true state. Point 4. The psychology behind the strategy. Why does stepping back work so well? It's not magic. It's based on solid psychological principles. People value what they fear losing. Imagine a sudden water shortage in your area. Suddenly, every drop becomes precious. You conserve, you appreciate, and you wish you hadn't taken it for granted. The same applies to relationships. When you're no longer readily available, the other person starts noticing your absence and realizing what they might lose. Mystery is magnetic. Take Cleopatra, one of history's most captivating figures. She wasn't just a queen, she was a master of intrigue. Julius Caesar and Mark Antony weren't just drawn to her beauty. They were enchanted by her air of mystery. When you stop being an open book, you create the same kind of allure. People naturally want what they can't immediately have or fully understand. Point 5. The reconnection phase. Play it cool. When they finally reach out, and trust me, they will, how you respond is crucial. Act casual. If they ask, "Where have you been?" or "Why haven't I heard from you?" don't spill your heart out. Simply say, "Oh, I've just been busy with a few things." This keeps them intrigued without giving too much away. Shift the focus back to them. Instead of talking about yourself, ask about their life. "What's new with you?" or "How have you been?" This subtly shifts the power dynamic and ensures you're not chasing them anymore. Observe their behavior. Are they making an effort to keep the conversation going? Are they suggesting plans? If so, it's a sign your strategy is working. The key is controlling the frame of the interaction. You're no longer chasing them. You're letting them come to you. This subtly communicates that your time and energy are valuable and not freely given. Final thoughts. Remember, you are the prize. When you respect yourself, others will follow suit. Until next time, keep walking with confidence, and I'll see you in the next video.